And the Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kent State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45, on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone.
Nope.
And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. The very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Offense set on first down. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This is a 3rd and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses just plowing down the field. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the tight end did a nice job there. He ran the route. He got underneath the linebackers, came out the other side, and that's a play he just has to be able to finish.
Running back searching for a hole. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
To the air, it's Aller. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion. Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. And first down for the offense.
A new set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Golden Flashes will hustle to the line.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburners coming. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Georgia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Ulatowski. Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on the opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Back to throw. It's Aller. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give out of the gun. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough before the first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Got to have it. Got to start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 72 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. And the Golden Flashes headed quickly to the line. They'll go right back to him. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tempo and overdrive. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But we got to do a great job game tackling because this is
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open. And that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Wide receiver shows motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Evans. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Using his feet to buy time. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll throw it on first down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab. It's McCray. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
At the 38. And first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. And the defense gets to the quarterback. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll go to Garcia. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Dropping back, it's Allard. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wide open, and it's a foot race. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He wants to throw here on second down. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, going up top. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing... setting up fourth.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Lost one deep down the right side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
And the golden flashes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Oh, he left him grabbing. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the beatdown has ensued.
Oh, the turn to do
Man,
that.
this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then it shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those this young fella.
They'll try to add another to the lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Gubitowski. They get to him as he throws. Makes a connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Golden Flashes will punt this one away. Looking for a block, it's Saunders. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. The option look. After just destroying his way through the field. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way up down to the 26.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that. If you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hold and showed off his speed.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Pulls and fires complete.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Saunders. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Gulitowski. A little release to the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive run.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wants to throw. It's Gulitowski. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting into the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Garcia. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. And great job in the base defense making a play.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to throw it again. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. Yeah. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense with the scoop and score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams that they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. 1st down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.